Hello and welcome as we are now into April, 3 months into the year. Let's take a look at the Silver Eagle mintage for the end of March 2017. And this is a candle chart which represents the last 12 months of mintage of the Silver Eagles on their website. So the final one would be from April of 2016, concluding March 2017. The next one will up it a month from May of last year to April of this. And within such interesting situation to go to this high, well over 50, closer to 54, and then to go down, which is now closing in on 30, and it's going to be even going lower, most likely this month, because last year the sales were booming until the end of May. So the data for May will remain in such, and it's got to sell well more than 4.5 million Silver Eagles just to stop it from going down one more month. It's not like this is traded or anything, it's just a form of showing data, but as far as how many they sell a month, only 1 million and change were sold in the month of March, as was the case for the month of February. And I also may remind you that in December, it was under 1 million Silver Eagles sold. And this is the first time since October of 2008 when there has been 2 consecutive months with under 2 million sold in each month. So what's the reason for the massive decline? And there are several reasons I can think of. One, of course, being that of competition. I really cannot go people are all in for silver because there's many new people waking up to the economic system every day with these very low prices, and then there's so many people that just keep on accumulating to such. But there's many people who have stopped accumulating because they don't need to. Then another case is, how are the other mints doing? Say other countries, Canada, Australia, United Kingdom, Mexico, and so on and so forth. Have their numbers been showing a similar chart pattern? And then you have the private mints. The ones that would have the best charts would be the big bullion dealers. The ones that sell in big volumes, they could tell you because they would have a lot of great statistics based on their sales because every smart company does such. However, this is, of course, the Silver Eagle Mint, and let's take a look at this in a logarithmic fashion. This is a linear chart, and if this was, say, for example, you're looking at a stock market, oh, this did nothing for up until 2008, then boom, then everything started to pick up. There was an okay thing in 99. Well, let's put this in a linear fashion, and this is that little bit in 1999. But it does show that, and it was higher than that before, going from 9 to 3, losing 2/3, not losing 2/3 of its value, rather 2/3 less volume in buyers of the coins. That's why a 1997 Silver Eagle, these years in here, they sell for a lot more because there isn't that many of them. In fact, in Canada, the 1997 Silver Maple is the most sought after one. And things didn't pick up again until 2008. However, when I bought silver first in that year. And when I bought Silver Maples. I got Mylar packs from 2001. And it was 1991. Now these are silver maples rather than eagles, but they do contain a much, much higher value. It's interesting when times change how markets can really changed how things work as far as enough time goes by, numismatic value. They don't make the maples like that anymore, but I've checked on the internet and I see that they sell for significantly higher prices. That's never would have thought that when I bought them in 2008. But that was the big move that changed everything, and it went from selling on average 10 million per year up to about 40, 50. But now the question is it going to go down here? Does it really matter too much? Because when the system blows, the banking system of fiat debt-based currency, the Russian panic to get into silver is what I am betting and expecting to take place. And a lot of the trading, at least within cryptocurrencies, that I've been doing is it's a way of getting silver as well. Because if I'm trading bitcoins, then I need, or if I have Bitcoin, I want to increase Bitcoins by trading cryptos. After succeeding to do such, I want to increase the silver supply from the increased Bitcoin supply. But if, say, for example, I would have, say, 85% of a Bitcoin, yet it's going to cost me, say, 35% of a Bitcoin to buy silver, that would not be good for my bankroll. So here's the key strategies that I'm looking to buy Bitcoin. Number one, the silver price. If they crush silver so low, and it pretty much already is and has, and anything under really 30 Canadian, 24 or so US, and both those numbers are a mile away, those are extremely low, cheap prices in my view. So if I see moves that, oh my goodness, the price is up 30% or 25%, I don't care. That's still cheap. Number two is the Bitcoin price, for two reasons. Number one, if I think it's a good time to sell Bitcoin and the price is high, and it means I don't need as many to handle what would be a $500 purchase, because that's the minimum I need, and I would be buying from goldsilverbull.ca, then you would have to focus on how those prices move up, because quite frankly, they would work together. If the prices are going higher, Bitcoin, say, goes up to, say, 3K, now I don't need as many Bitcoin to get the value of 500 Canadian, which makes it easier to take it from my online balance, which is what the most important one that I would say is for myself. How much does it hurt my bankroll to take it out? If it does, then you don't buy it. Again, if you have 85% and it's going to cost you a third of your bankroll, that's a big hit. And if it doesn't hurt at all, then consider a larger silver buy. For example, let's just assume you have 3.4 Bitcoins, and it's going to cost you, say, a third of a Bitcoin. Well, now you're taking a move from 3.4 to a little over 3. So in a situation here, it hurts a little bit, but not really. It's obviously, in a situation from what I'm doing, if you're trying to build from a low level to a high level, if you start at, say, 0.5, move up to 3.4, take out a third of a Bitcoin, and you're left with 3.03, well then, you're still higher. You did very well to increase your bankroll, say, 7 times. If you increase it 7 times from 3, you're going to get to 21. But let's face it, if you're going to make 18 Bitcoins along the way, how much of it will be withdrawn in the future? For example, you get to take 10 Bitcoins. Well, maybe I want to withdraw 1/2 or 2/3 or even maybe 1 or 1.5, as those will be different strategies. As well, you're actually, by increasing Bitcoins within these markets, you are increasing money to buy anything that you may need. If there's something that can be shipped, you can do an internet search, blah, 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 for what you need, pay with Bitcoin, check out with Bitcoin. So there's so much opportunities available, but that's, I think, pretty cool that I have the availability with just a few clicks of the mouse to push a few buttons, and then within 48 or 72 hours have a box from the UPS man send me, of course, the physical. Anyway, take care and have yourself a great day. Bye-bye.